quote unquote, KRS-One trying to bring out the black card and the race card and stuff like that. There was a lot of Nick Cannon
why does he
comments
have to go and say that white people are savages?
I think so. I agree with you. No, that's aggressive. That's aggressive. But I think again, bro, it's like anything. It's like anything else. If you were to find yourself in a situation where you were angry, you were annoyed at your girl, she said something to you. And maybe it might be a drunken state, it might be a normal state,
it's like
but she says something.
Oranges, in my opinion.
Maybe, but I feel like however you process it in the moment is how you, and again, is who you surround yourself by. We are very, very, we're very lucky to know, or we're very, prevalent to the information that my man Nick Cannon has been hanging around guys like Louis Farrakhan. Okay, he's been hanging around guys that really speak this fucking black people are better than white people shit. So at what point, and that's out of anger. You know what I'm saying? Like out of anger and out of frustration, you start trying to find people who agree with you. That's why white supremacists exists. That's why,
of course,
that's why the KKK still in 2020 still has some fucking chapters. You know what I'm saying? And it all comes down to the fact that people at the end of the day, when they feel oppressed, they feel like they need to, ban a bunch of people together who feel the same way and push that narrative out there. And I think that's what Nick was trying to do. And I'm against it. I'm against it 1,000%. And I don't think that Nick should have done it in this way. But, we've all seen Nick's transformation. I think this is you who brought it up to me, Adam.
Yeah, it's been happening over like the last 2 years.
The last few fucking years, he's been teaming up with guys like Louis Farrakhan and all these guys who really feel this deep way about how if you don't have melanin, white people ain't it. If you don't have melanin, you don't have any soul, you don't have any sort of remorse. Nothing.
But you see, though, right? But that's the thing, right? You asked a question,
sure,
not too long ago,
sure,
where you said that you asked like, how can minorities get their point across without sounding racist? One way a minority can get his point across without sounding racist is by not listening to Louis Farrakhan, right?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say that, bro. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad.
You can.
He beat me to it. Anybody who lays themselves minister, anybody who names themselves minister, may not be the guy you want to fucking take your points from.
You might want to second guess it, brother.
My man calls himself Minister Louis Farrakhan. Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's how he calls himself.
He's not fucking around. And that's the thing. You need to listen. Like, what I've said about what's going on now, the quote unquote social revolution that people are talking about, the social, the issue, like, we are doing a lot of talking, but no one's listening, right? So if you don't want to sound racist, if you don't want to come off as racist, then you need to listen to what other people are saying. And then you need to be able to tell them what they said. And you need to reason with them to say, like, okay, you don't like such and such, I don't like such and such. Common ground is really the only place to start because we don't really have anything else between us. There's common ground. And we're becoming a little too well, they're trying to protect us there. as what words come out of their mouths, what vocal sounds come out of their mouths. If you really care about black people, if you really care about minorities, if you really care about Latin people and brown people, then why not do something that would guarantee millions of children college, something like this? Instead, you're worried about what Aunt Jemima is going to have on a label or what they're going to say in a commercial. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
This is the waste. Like this is what you give us with your social revolution. You want to police speech? And don't get me wrong, I get where people are coming from when you don't want to say certain words.
Well,
but again, saying the words is not a problem that precipitated all of this. And what precipitated all of this was supposed to be police brutality.
White people. It was white people.
No. Now, here's my thing. Here's my thing with all of this too. And this goes back to the Nick Cannon thing. You want this world to be different than what it is right now. And white supremacists, they're pieces of shit. We all know that.
So are black supremacists.
Correct. And but here's my thing is like black people, they want to make change, and that's kind of the message that's taking place right now. This Black Lives Matters movement and things like that is you want change. There needs to be change and all that stuff. And I respect that. I stand up for that. But there is still a large part of the African American black community that falls in line with the white supremacist realm, but on the black side of it.
No, I agree with you.
Like, you can't.
But
there has
again,
to be a way to break these communities down.
Sure,
and stop.
And I agree with you 1,000%, Adam. And I think that's the biggest issue that we're trying to break apart today. And as we continue on the internet to do this whole cancel culture thing, and we keep doing this whole idea that we're not going to listen to each other's points of view, even though they might be wrong. One of the biggest things that I've talked about a lot lately is the coalition of people who can hear each other out. Because we don't have that much anymore. Right now, it's reactionary. Every single fucking thing. If I put a word out there, bro, and it could be literally about, dogs. Let's just wait till the stupid shit catches up, guys. Sorry about that. Can you hear me, guys?
Yep.
Okay. If it was about dogs, people on social media would BS about cats. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's necessarily the speech. I don't know if it's necessarily who we are. I just think that people are at such a moment where they feel like they need to fight for every single thing, that I don't know if these things are necessarily getting the attention that they need. I really don't believe that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you're not going. That's the problem, right? Like, that's why I say, like, people don't have arguments. People don't have facts. People don't have reason.
Right.
People don't have any. They have rage. They have emotionality. They have CNN.
It's emotion. It's not. It has nothing to do. CNN.
They're on.
I'm so glad you said that.
Internet with a
tribal mentality.
So a lot of people, it's not tribal. For a lot of people, they honestly feel like targets, and a lot of people are just scared. Honestly, like there are a lot of people, you'd be surprised, and it's not a cowardice thing. They're good, especially for a lot of women, single moms, and this sort of thing. Like, they're just terrified for them, for their kids, that whether or not it's wrong, whether or not they have a good reason is irrelevant. But the fact is, they have a whether they have a legitimate, at least valid reason to be concerned, assuming that what they are being told is true. Now, whether what they're being told is true or not is irrelevant. The fact is they believe it and they're terrified. So them being scared has a role to play in how they deal with everything around them. So when I see a mom of 3 with 3 black sons, all teenagers, just despising cops and just hating everything, I get why. Her situation isn't my mom's situation. All of her sons are equally sighted, they're all black, and they're all very, very much in a neighborhood full of crime, and they're doing their best. So it's not all black and white, and that's why I tell people to listen to what other people are saying. Too many people miss it, and they think that, oh, because you're black, you fit in this box. Oh, because you're white, you fit in this box. Oh, because you're a cop, you fit in this box. You don't fucking know these people. Stop trying to categorize everyone and listen to what the fuck they're actually saying to you.
I 100% agree with that. Like, not enough people stop and listen. That's the problem. And I guess that goes back, for me, that goes back to the Nick Cannon thing, is like, I don't know that he fully, no, I do know that he fully comprehends what's going on. But like you said, because he's walking with the Louis Farrakhans and some of these leaders that believe that white people are the devil, and, you know, it's only white people are breaking down the black man, and all this stuff that happened 100 years ago. It's not.
So I want to ask you. Let's move the question on for a second, because I think we all can agree that this was excessive. I think that we all can agree that, you know, Nick Cannon's position was definitely not in a position that we would take specifically, but more so a discussion that we would have as grown ass gentlemen. But at what point, and this is the question that I had for Adam earlier today, is at what point do we look at this as...
Let's jump to the real quick, because I think someone wants to jump on this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, let's jump to the phone lines real quick.
Slim!
What it does.
Yeah, my man. It's good to hear from you, brother. How you feeling?
Man, I'm trying to stay out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Can you turn him up a little bit, bro?
Yeah, tired. Yeah, that'd be good.
What up?
No, I was just asking Adam to turn you up, brother. I just wanted to make sure I was hearing every word you're saying. How you feeling? How's the family?
Oh man, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
I'm glad.
Just trying to live, stay out the way. Yeah, how y'all doing?
Oh, brother, we're
good.
We're
We're
keeping
good.
it safe, brother. We're
Everybody
keeping
good?
it safe over here. You know how COVID-19 is, bro. You know how COVID-19 is, bro. You shake a hand and you get that shit automatically. So, tell us what's up, man. Where you?
Matters. That's what matters.
That's it. That's exactly it, bro. How you feeling about this this Nick Cannon stuff, this KRS-One stuff? How you feeling?
Okay. First, number one, with Nick Cannon, I think he put his foot in his mouth unintentionally.
Sure.
He was trying to express himself. He was trying to express himself and explain something, but I don't think that he thought it through, and it came off way not the way that he thought.
One of the biggest problems.
Intentionally.
Yeah, no, one of the biggest problems is when you start regurgitating stuff from a book that you haven't fully internalized, processed. And I think that's what he did. If you listen to the interview, he was like, "Yeah, this book from Francis, blah 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 blah," and he starts quoting the book. He doesn't even. It's not something that he sat down and internalized and he really felt. I think that's something huge here. I think that if you read something, whether it might be real or it might be fake, whether it might be fucking fiction, nonfiction, whether it might be radical or non-fucking radical. You really need to, I think you need to